If you've been hoping to shake things up in your life and make some positive changes, an inspiring new book may be just what you need to live your best life. The author is proving it works. It's called Strive, 8 Steps to Find Your Awesome.
Gotta love it. And it comes from one of the greatest athletes of all time, the most decorated tennis player in Olympic history, by the way, with 5 Wimbledon titles and 7 Grand Slam singles titles. Please help us welcome to the studio, the GOAT, Venus Williams, everybody. Good to see you, my friend.
Thank you. Good to see you guys, too.
Congratulations. But let's talk about this skin routine. What are you doing?
Are you serious?
Yeah, you look good.
Oh, I'm actually obsessed with skin, but mostly I just moisturize. You can find me with a rose water spraying all day.
She said I just moisturize. Moisturizing is good. On the plane, everywhere.
Everywhere.
Let's talk about this book. It was sort of something that came out of you, this autoimmune disorder diagnosis that came, and you made a lot of big life changes.
Yeah.
Why did you decide to share everything you learned?
Oh, for sure. I've been, going at being a professional tennis player for so long, and I wanted to just share what I'd learned in my life. And you get to the point in life too where you're thinking about, like, what can you give? And I just want to share all this information I have and I've learned on the court that you can also apply off of the court. And like you said, I was diagnosed with an autoimmune disease, something that was completely out of my control. You spend your life as a professional athlete at the top of your game, and as long as you work hard enough, you can get what you want, and then suddenly it's completely out of control. And so I really had to use the lessons I learned on the court to deal with that, resilience and even discipline. But more than anything, I had to learn to still enjoy and appreciate everything that I had, because it was hard. It was hard to not be able to do the same things. It was hard to not know what I could give. It was hard for me to have my expectations from my career still and not know how I was going to get there. So the one thing I had to learn was appreciate. And so I was starting to put into words all these things I learned, and it came into like 8 key words of how to strive for what you want. So, of course, appreciating, observing, enriching, soothing, balancing your life, all these different things that you can do on a daily basis to be well.
And you talk about some of the simple changes that we can make, from everything what we eat every day to the people that we spend our time with. How long did you see changes when you made those adjustments?
It was, I made some extreme adjustments, and now I'm less extreme. Like, I went raw vegan because I just wanted to play professional sports again. And then I'm not raw vegan anymore. I don't think raw vegans have as much fun as, But there's a lot of people who do it. It just wasn't,
we respect them, right?
Wasn't for me. But then, I made new rules for myself. Like, okay, at least half of your plate should be vegetables. Okay, that's easy to do because it should be easy, enjoyable, and it should be exciting. The changes that you make in your life, it shouldn't feel like, good God, I gotta eat this raw food. That's not fun. So any of those changes, I tried to make it something that I could maintain.
So just don't go cold turkey.
I did go cold turkey recently on no sugar, but it was just necessary, and I feel so much better. And there's moments where you just gotta say, hey, I gotta do this. But in the other parts of your life, you get to figure out how to enjoy it. So it's about finding the balance, which is also one of the tenets. It's like, how do you find balance in your life? And that's hard to do, right? Because just having a job and raising your family, that is already like life's off balance. It's a big job. It's a lot of work. So how do you find moments of balance in your life? And so that's also something we don't talk about enough, right? And if your life is off balance, then you aren't well. So how do you maintain the balance in your life again? And also in the book, we talk about all kinds of wellness. I wanted to talk about that because it's not just like, okay, eat well and then you're happy. No, that's not it. Or go to the gym and then you're happy. What are the other parts of wellness that we are not talking about enough that are so important? Because my life on the court, like, if other parts of my life weren't right, I couldn't perform my job. If you're in a bad relationship, if you are arguing with your parents or family, it's hard to focus on what you need to do. So how do you be well in everything so you can actually strive for your best?
Real quick, what's next for you? I mean, you've accomplished so much.
Yeah.
Is there something that you want to do that you haven't gotten a chance to try out yet?
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing I'm working on is balance. So I almost wrote that chapter for me. Balance is hard and not easy to achieve. So I'm looking to find balance in my life, but also looking to see how much I can give. I love, of course, young people in sports. I love this topic of wellness. So that's what I'm dedicating a lot of time to.
Yeah, balance.
I love that for you.
We're all striving for balance, I
Thank
feel
you.
like. Yeah, thank you.
The GOAT, Venus Williams,
you,
everybody.
guys.
Yes, thank you very much. We appreciate you for being here. And by the way, her book Strive is available everywhere that books are sold starting tomorrow. And you can scan the QR code on your screen to pre-order your own copy today. Go get it. Thank you, Queen.
Thank you.
Yeah, one more time, everybody, for Venus. Woo!